Turn back. NBA hot takes that actually make sense by Eddie Buckets. Shout out Eddie Buckets, man. I said, rant your channel a little bit, bro. You need to upload more, man. You getting views. You getting mad views on your vids, man. Your engagement is up there. So upload more. Gotta do that, bro.
The notorious hot take. It seems like they'll never go away in the world of sports. I'm
Whoa.
sure we've all seen countless hot takes. Some are actually really good and make total sense. Others seem like people just want to be different. Some hot takes even make you question
how people want to be different. Like, you're not cool, bro. You don't have no waves. You ride waves. That is you. You're not a different. You're not a leader. You're a follower. Be a follower. You ride waves to death. You are a meat rider to the max, nigga. You're not different. I'm different.
How delusional this person can be.
That was corny, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Well, in today's video, I created 9 of my favorite personal NBA hot takes for you guys. Some of these takes apply to the current NBA season.
Share these takes. Let's go.
To the historical side of basketball. Either way, these opinions won't float everyone's boat, so be prepared. Before this video starts,
by the way, I'm the best NBA hot taker, talker, however you want to put it. So if I agree with what he's saying, he get the pass. He don't, we finna report the fuck out of this shit. Nah, I'm just playing.
If you guys disagree with any of these takes, feel free to leave a comment arguing your side of the thought. I'd love to discuss things with you guys.
Tyreek Evans, I remember that shit. I ain't watched the game, but I remember like just watching them on YouTube over and over.
Damian Lillard will request a trade out of Portland. This may seem kind of out
let him get talking a little bit first.
Because Damian Lillard, as we've seen, has pledged his loyalty towards Portland. But I think this season will be Dame's breaking point. Damian Lillard is going to get tired of losing in Portland. He's going to get tired of achieving nothing in Portland, and eventually he'll budge into requesting a trade out of there. The front office in Portland has done a terrible job of putting talent around Lillard for almost a decade. The roster doesn't seem like it's going in the right direction. There's nothing right now that says the Blazers will win now or anytime soon. I think Dame will have enough and request a trade out of Portland.
Oh, that was it. Off the flap. Okay. So with the Dame take. Do I agree with that one? Yes. I feel like him and Bradley Beal just like losing, bro. Like, who else like losing that's good? But yeah, them two for sure. Like, both of them know damn well they can go play on some comp teams, you know what I'm saying, and go get some more comp butts ass, but they choose to lose. Like, I get it, get the bag, the whole thing, the whole 9. I don't even say that word, so I have to quote it because I don't say the whole 9. So, but the point is, like, yeah, they just like to lose. I'm looking at, like I said, I got to look at the yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like, they just like losing, you know. They gotta figure out a way to, like, what? Okay, Bill was supposed to go to the Celtics, right? What would be a good team for Dame? People say New York. You know, you can start a new trend in New York. That would be hot. You know, finally New York gets some luck. What's another team? Like, who you talking about? Championship? Damn, who would he fit on? Oakland is his home, so he would have to go to the Golden State if he want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So, he probably would do that eventually. He's probably going to speak on it, but I'm trying to think, though. What would be a good-ass team for Dame? Imagine him on the Pelicans, low-key, though. They already got some hoopers over there. He can go back with ZJ and go hoop, too. You know, there'd be a lot of hoopers. They might turn up over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't thinking hard enough. But the point is, because I don't want to make this video 1,000 minutes long. Point is, dang, man, to lose. I get the whole get the money. I think people was talking about that, and everybody was like, yeah, get your money, get your money. Yeah, don't leave money on the table. But as an NBA player, as a legacy, basketball side of things, do Dame care more about the money or you want to win? That's the question. But I agree with that take.
I think the main reason that the
Dame will leave.
Lakers fell apart last season. I know it may seem kind of crazy to say that a 37-year-old LeBron leading the league in scoring was the.
Hold on. Whoa, what's the take now? Yeah.
LeBron was the main reason that the Lakers fell apart last season.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it may seem kind of crazy to say that a 37-year-old LeBron leading the league in scoring was the problem here. Despite coming off his best scoring season of his career and averaging 8 boards and 6 assists, LeBron's play deserves the majority of the blame for the Lakers' demise. Ever since Anthony Davis got hurt in mid-February, the team went downhill. On February 16th, the Lakers had a record of 27-31. On April 10th, the Lakers finished with a record of 33-49. This means the Lakers went 6-18 ever since this injury. Ever since that injury, it felt like LeBron just gave up on his team. His defense was terrible at this point. Most times at defense, it didn't seem like he was even trying. His attitude and body language was terrible. I mean, it just seemed like he didn't even care. People who just look at the box scores will tell you that it wasn't his fault because of the numbers he's putting up. But actually, if you watch the games and pay attention to the situation, you could see that LeBron was a big issue for the Lakers.
Yeah,
now, I understand that he's not 25 years old anymore. This man is 37 years old now. There's no one even close to him at the same age of 37 years old, now or in any era. But it would be nice if you could actually play some defense and stop complaining like a bitch.
Someone said, "Please, you start complaining like a bitch." Ooh. Okay, now with the LeBron take, LeBron's 37. Now I'm not sitting up here advocating, "Hey, Gary, put it on your back, do what you got to do." I give you the ball. You LeBron James, you hoop like you 25. I know he ain't 25, but he hoop like it, right? Shit, he dunking, averaging 40 a game down there still, right? He still can do that. So it's like, yeah, he's 37, but hey, he take care of his body. He put $1 million, $2 million in his body. Shit, just hoop like a 18-year-old forever. So, shit, he hooping like he can do this shit. So hoop, you know. He been getting more injuries lately. So I will say that. And Davis, the Lakers still ass right now. You know, they what 2 and what? I don't know. They ass last night I checked. They was ass. You know, and they still hot ass. But the whole league GM, LeBron, I'm sorry, you ain't the best GM, bro. Let the GM start working. I understand you can question trades, have a little say in it, but don't be the dude behind the closed doors saying, "Yeah, give me him." No, LeBron, you can do that, but you shouldn't do it all the time. Sometimes you gotta let people with some experience, some championship experience. You got championship experience, but let the GM do their job, bro. Stop picking up all these randoms, trying to make some work, trying to make some shape, and just let the GM start doing some work they damn selves. Because they probably just calling you up asking who you want every offseason, what you want, what you need, what you got. We got you. We're gonna try to, you know. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, it's every star that want to come to LA, stop scooping them. Stop doing that, thinking it's going to just win you. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general. Because, like, when you think about the Westbrook trade, you will think, like, oh, Westbrook want to come. Oh, we could have got DeRozan. All right, bet. Cool, yeah. We're going to get DeRozan. Westbrook want to get. Oh, let's get Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, the point is, when you the main star, don't go get another number one option on the team. That's what you don't want to do. If you want, you got to be a star. If you number one star on your team, your job is to get a star that's number 2, not a number 1. Why you think Kyrie and KD fucking up and where they at in the playoffs? Because they 2 number 1 options on both of their team. Before Kyrie left Boston, who was number 1? Kyrie. You can't have 2 number 1 options on your team. Damn, they're 3. Davis was number 1 option in Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook was number 1 option. Okay, well, he can't for Rockets, which he was number 2. Okay, I understand. But still, you get the point, though. Like, it just don't work that way. And we ain't counting that Mickey Mouse. I'm sorry. Yeah, he got it. But that whole atmosphere, you know, so it's like, it don't work that way. But you kind of get what I'm trying to say. But next take. My bad for
Traditional built teams are better than super teams. Teams that homegrow their stars and put valuable role players around those stars tend to do better than the teams that just buy their stars off the free agency market and have no structure. Most of these
Facts. Oh, yes. I'm just going to say my shit and let him run with the narrative. I think that's how we're going to end the bid. Oh, yeah. NBA's built teams over the years, yes. Is better than, yes, super teams, of course. I mean, some super teams obviously going to get the win. Like the Warriors, they were super team. But, you know, the team already had chemistry. They just added KD. That's just one piece versus just building, oh, we just got Kawhi Leonard. We just got PG. And we just got John Wall. One round, one scoop. It's different. The chemistry ain't though. The point, look at the Bucks. The Bucks is a good example of a built team that's been hooping, going hard for 8 years, putting in work or whatever. And Giannis and Middleton, they've been together for 8 years, putting in work. I heard that's before they won a championship. Usually people will be like, "Yep, they not working out. They trade them out," but they Bucks, hey, gotta give it to them. They stuck with it. They made it happen. They won. So hey.
Super teams just throw a bunch of stars or high-profile players together and just hope they magically work out and find chemistry. Traditional championship teams are better for many reasons. First off, most of the time, the core guys of the team have way more and better chemistry. The stars in these teams then have a better chance at staying loyal to their team, aka more chances at more rings. And last, these teams actually have structure and have players that play different roles to help the team win more than
exactly. And that's another reason about the Lakers. They got 3 stars. Everybody can't be the number 1. Somebody wanted Westbrook, AD. Y'all gonna have to be 2, 3. Let LeBron be number 1. AD really is supposed to be number 1. He the youngest dude, so AD should be the number 1 option. LeBron number 2, Westbrook 3. That's how it goes. Everybody can't just 40-40. No, it's not how you gonna win. And like he's saying about role players, yes, 1-2 stars, 1-2 punch. You 1-2 punch. And the rest of y'all just play y'all role. That's how it goes. That's how we gonna do this thing. And I'm not saying role players can never become a star, because if I'm an NBA player, I'm gonna want to be a star. I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna bust niggas' ass to the point where I'm finna turn to a superstar. I can't be no role. Sometimes I still play role. Hey, whatever's safe for you, right?
Super teams. Let's look at some of the most recent championships from the last 22 years and the makeup of their teams. As we can see here, 17 of the last 23 championships were won by traditionally built teams. The super teams that won were the 2008 Celtics, who acquired Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen through trades and free agency. The 2012 and 13 Heat, which was kind of the birth of super teams in the modern game. The 2017 and 18 Warriors, which was probably the most stacked team of all time looking at it now. And the 2020 Lakers, who brought in AD and LeBron recently to form a super team that worked for 1 year. Some other notable super teams that failed horribly were the 2000 Lakers with Kobe, Shaq, Malone, and Page. The 2013 Lakers, who had Kobe, Nash, Howard, and Pau Gasol. The 2004 Pacers with Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, and Steven Jackson. And most recently,
that's the most recent one right here.
KD, Kyrie, and Harden. To really sum it up here,
and that was another reason they fucked up, because everybody was trying to be number 1 on their team. That's why I say when you're a super team, you gotta be a number 1 star for sure and a number 2 star, not 2 number 1s. It's not gonna work because they're gonna be both trying to be number 1, trying to do everything. I know how that shit goes. It's an ego thing.
Chemistry of a team is more important to winning championships than just sheer firepower.
Hey, Westbrook being here.
Points, rebounds, and assists aren't good stats to use to compare players of different eras. Because of the change of pace between different eras, we see various inflations and deflations of these numbers. These player-by-player comparisons from different eras that use these stats aren't really accurate. I made a chart of the possessions per game as a league average from every 5 years since 1960, and I additionally added 2022 into it. As we can see, the possessions per game really vary by year. In the early days of basketball, like in the 60s and 70s, they had some of the highest possession per game numbers ever seen. Around the late 90s and early 2000s, we saw some of the lowest numbers of this category. 2022 had around a conservative 100 possessions per game. Now, how does this apply to player stats? Well, let's use Wilt Chamberlain as an example. In 1962, the Philadelphia Warriors had an average possession per game of 131.1. In that season, Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50.4 points per game and 25.7 rebounds per game. Now, if Wilt Chamberlain were to play in 2022 with 98.2 possessions per game, his numbers would come back down to earth, and he would average 37.7 points per game and 19.2 boards per game. Okay, let's do another example, but the other way around. LeBron last season averaged 30.3 points per game, 8.2 rebounds a game, and 6.2 assists per game. LeBron played with 100.1 possessions per game last year. If LeBron were to play in 1996, where there was on average 91.8 possessions per game, he would therefore average 27.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.6 assists. Obviously still great numbers, just not as high. Do you see where I'm going with this? Basic stats like points, rebounds, and assists per game that everyone loves to use aren't great when comparing players of different eras because the pace of the game is different, which affects the amount of opportunities a player has to acquire these stats.
Golden, man.
I don't even think this should even be close to a hot take, but the NBA bubble wasn't rigged at all. It was actually the most fair basketball we've ever seen. The NBA bubble took out all their variables besides...
I was just talking about it. I mean, the ring... Damn, now I'm probably finna have to retrace what I said. Like, every ring counts, obviously, but the bubble ring, the atmosphere wasn't as strong. You gotta think about it, and I should say that because Butler carried that final, the Heat squad, man. Tyler Hero, I think he had like one good game, but it was his second year, I believe. So it was like I'm not gonna get on his ass too hard. Butler carried, Bam. He was okay. Dragic had got hurt. Now, thing was, Dragic did get hurt. Dragic was cooking in the bubble. I ain't gonna lie, he was cooking in the bubble. So if Dragic never got hurt, the Lakers probably would have won, man. Dragic was really cooking. He was a big part, man.
Basketball. No home court advantages, no awkward distractions, just fair basketball. I think the NBA bubble really showed who was the best team more than any other NBA finals. Everyone had to take an awkward 4-month break from basketball and come back to playing. Everyone was living in similar rooms. Most teams probably had similar practice schedules and court access. No one had any hot streaks to ride on or any cold streaks to ruin it. Besides maybe 100 virtual fans, the bubble was fair and square for every team. People are just too emotional that LeBron won in the bubble. People were saying, quote unquote, the bubble was rigged just to discredit LeBron. It's kind of sad, honestly.
Nah, bro.
MJ retiring twice was the best thing he could do for his legacy. Let's just be honest here. Let this be a wake-up call for all the MJ meat riders. MJ was not...
Hold on.
Let's just be honest here. Let this be a wake-up call for all the MJ meat riders. MJ was not winning 8 championships.
Damn, Eddie. That's what we on. Eddie. Come on, Eddie.
Championships in a row. Let's start it off with the first retirement from 1994 to 1995. I feel like the Rockets probably would have beaten the Bulls. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Nah. Hell nah. I ain't saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not letting that happen. No. Fuck no. Nigga, I would have went back in time and made some shit happen. You put me on the court. You got me fucked. Man, you crazy as hell. I feel like, shit, if Jordan never retired, he probably could have got one more piece. He probably could have scooped him another piece. You got to think about it. He probably could have got him another piece, man. In his championship experience, so it's like they was already going back to back to back. So I get it. The luck running out, blah blah. This that. It wasn't look. We just busted ass. They
would have been too much for the Bulls, where a strong big man was their main weakness. This would have ruined their argument of MJ being undefeated in the finals. Not only would this have affected his legacy purely as a basketball player, but as
if somebody can't stop Hakeem, who gonna stop Jordan? He got Pippen too, so he got another bucket. Who else was on the Rockets around the time? I know it was Hakeem. That's one piece. He can't do it all by himself. You gotta have another your other person. I don't know if Earl Monroe. What was the other? Monroe. It was some Monroe. I don't know if he was on the squad at the time, but hey.
Account for the NBA. There were reports during this time that MJ was dealing with excessive gambling issues. I feel like the NBA kind of encouraged this action just to keep the golden boy of the NBA's reputation clean. Now, let's talk about the second retirement from 1999 to 2001. This retirement, like the first one, would have also negatively affected his legacy. During the final years of the Bulls, especially in the 97 and 98 season, the team was falling apart. There were issues between the coaching and management that were building up to this team's implosion. Not only this, but the players on the teams were aging and the other teams were on the rise. Both MJ and Ron Harper were 34 years old, Pippen was 32, and Rodman was 36. You had teams like the Pacers.
I was really surprised when I found that Rodman was over.
Lakers, Jazz, Heat, and Spurs that were all improving. The Nuggets are going to make the NBA Finals. If they can stay healthy, I think this goal is definitely...
Out of the West, hey, it could be. That could be. I think I agree. I think they could do it. They got to stay healthy. No, Nuggets be hooping, then they'll choke, bro. That shit be weird, bro.
achievable. A core group of Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray,
They got that
Michael Porter
chemistry
Jr.,
though. They've been
and
doing
Aaron
this for
Gordon is
years.
just scary. They have other quality role players like Tate.
It all comes down to MPJ though. You think it's Jokic or Murray? It comes down to them too, but MPJ is the answer. If he stay healthy, they could do it. If he don't, they might be fucked again.
CP, Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, and DeAndre Jordan. Jokic is gonna have a lot of options.
Cause you gotta think about it. And I ain't trying to keep pausing. My last time pausing. MPJ was a star in high school. When he had that back injury, that shit kind of fucked him up a little bit. MPJ realistically gonna be the best player on his team. I'm telling you that now. If he stay healthy, he's gonna easily be the best. MPJ is a bucket. I'm telling you that now. He's a bucket. Go watch high school. He's a bucket.
To play make too now. We all know Jokic will put up great numbers, but the real question is Murray and Porter Jr. I think if we can get a bubble Jamal Murray and Porter Jr., I think the Nuggets can surprise people in this playoffs. I think the Nuggets can surprise some people this season. Jokic is going to prove that he doesn't just put up empty numbers, and he isn't just a regular season player, but that he does create winning basketball. I think the Nuggets will get a 3 or 4 seed this year. With a healthy team, they'll surprise a lot of people this season. Ben Simmons is going to have a killer comeback season. People are sleeping
on... I'm not going to say killer, but what I will say, he will improve more throughout the season. It's just the rusty thing, you know, he gonna come back and, you know, he going to lock back in on the defensive end. They want it'd be good for him to do his playmaking. All they want him for is playmaking and some defense. You ain't got to score. You got Kyrie and KD. But Kyrie got to be able to stay on the court too, man. That's another thing. Nets want to go to championship. Kyrie has to be available. And yeah, I'm not gonna say killer season for Ben Simmons, but I feel like he gonna improve. He needs to stop fouling out and act like he cared a hoop. But yeah.
On Simmons for next season. He's really under the radar because he hasn't played an important NBA game for over a year and a half now. I think he'll average about 12 to 15 points a game, around 8 boards and 8 assists per game, and at least 2 steals a game this season. I think he'll play at least 60 games for Brooklyn this year. He's going to be a crucial piece for Brooklyn's defense. I think he'll work really well with KD and Kyrie by his side. His game really complements those two really well. Simmons brings the elite defense, playmaking, and paint scoring, while Irving and Durant bring the firepower on offense. I think Ben Simmons is going to be an all-star this year. He'll make an all-defensive team and finish top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. I can't wait to see what Ben Simmons can do this year. I can't wait to see him surprise people this year.
I say he'll improve though, so final take. Hey.
I know y'all saw the thumbnail. I know what you're thinking. There's no way you could call this overrated. Well, hear me out. To say that Victor Wembanyama is a generational talent is an understatement. He has GOAT potential written all over him. If someone asked you to name a basketball unicorn, and you didn't name Victor Wembanyama, I think you would need to get checked into a mental hospital. We've never seen a 7'3" hooper that can dribble, shoot, and pass like an all-star.
No, what though? This is some 2K shit. This some 2K15 ass build. But no, though. Now with the Victor, let's see what else he got to say.
And then block shots like a big. He's like a Kevin Durant, but on steroids. Victor Wembanyama is the definition of a player you create in 2K, and he averages like 70 points a game. Anyways, although Victor Wembanyama is beyond talented, he may be becoming a little bit overrated. Over the last season, Victor Wembanyama played 33 of 76 games this past season for his team. He dealt with various back injuries, shoulder contusions.
Yeah, brother, you gotta stay healthy, man. He tall, man. Tall ass dude. But no, though. The take on Wembanyama, is he overrated? I wouldn't say he overrated. The media makes him look overrated. That's what it is. It's not he overrated because he's cold. I don't want to say he's overrated. And I could easily slip up and say he is overrated. I could be, but when you really think about it, it's not that he's overrated. It's the media talks about him so much, it's going to make it look like he's over. Because he realistically, is he a bucket? Yes. Look at him. Hoop. Look at him. Watch him hoop. You can't say that's overrated shit. No, that's a bucket. That's an unstoppable bucket. But the thing is, the media is dick sucking him now. Like, I'm pretty sure Wembanyama been hooping for months, years now. Like, I'm pretty sure he been doing this FIFA, this overseas hoop shit for years. And now everybody started just meat sucking him out of nowhere. And that's no hate to him. I'm just saying, like, everybody started meat sucking him out of nowhere. And now everybody's talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what team? I mean, the Bulls, you know what I'm saying? We got to make something work, you know what I'm saying? Come to the Bulls. But the point is, everybody talking about him. So it's going to make it look like he's over. Because is he over it? No. The media is going to make him, because he can dribble, he can hoop, he can defend, bro.
He has a history of breaking fingers, probably because they're built like pencils, and he's had injuries to his fibula, which have all put him out for considerable amounts of time. Not only these injuries, but hopefully we don't see a similar situation as Chet Holmgren, where he got injured early, probably due to his tall, lanky build. You never know what grown men could do to this young prospect. It's not uncommon to see very tall basketball players suffer from significant injuries. Over the history of the NBA, we've seen 26 players that have been 7-3 or over. Of these 26 players, really only 7 of them had careers to remember. And of those 7 players, only 2 of them didn't suffer significant injuries. This means that 71% of these players had their careers ruined by injuries. Even the 2 lucky guys, in Mark Eaton and Rick Smits, they only had 11 and 12-year careers. Although Victor Wembanyama is possibly the greatest prospect of all time, I think it's inevitable that he'll face some major injuries in his NBA career. GMs need to take more caution to this than they already are. I think if you're a GM, you just need to realize that drafting Victor Wembanyama is a really dicey move. I think you just need to realize that he'll bring these out-of-this-world attributes and also a series of different injuries. That wasn't really as much of a hot take, rather just my opinion about Victor Wembanyama. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like these.
Y'all fuck with the takes? I fuck with some of his. I fuck with his takes. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, though. Shout out Eddie Bucket, man. Go fuck with him, man. Eddie Bucket, start uploading, dude. You got potential. But yeah, like I'm